From the research, the have learned that a small percent of the world, about 2,000 are used much are currently in then out the other words.
Can you tell me
how many words in frequently in most frequently in how many words most frequently were in English language text?
Sorry, nothing. Can you tell me?
Can you tell me how many words frequently words in language in English language text?
It's hard to understand. Can you understand? Pertanyaannya apa yang masih mau tanyakan?
Berapa banyak kata dalam Inggris?
How many words are there? But how many words are there?
How many words are there
in English language? Itu berapa banyak kata dalam bahasa Inggris maksudnya? Pertanyaanmu itu berapa banyak kata dalam bahasa Inggris? Bisa kamu mengatakan? Can you answer my question? Can you tell me how many words there are? Bukan other lagi kalau sudah ada can you tell me di depannya ya. Itu apa namanya? Anak kalimatnya yang di belakang itu. Jadi dia tidak bikin seperti kata tanya lagi. How many? Kalau bertanya langsung how many words are there? Kalau langsung bertanya. Because sudah ada depannya can tell me, ya. Can tell me bukan belakangnya nggak boleh kata tanya lagi pernyataan. How many words there are? Dan ya maksud kamu apa? How many words apa? How many words most frequently? Oh, berapa kata yang paling sering muncul? Hah? Itu maksudnya dalam bahasa Inggris. Oh, gitu. Yeah, how many words? How many frequent words? How many frequent words are there in English language? Atau how many words that are frequently appear di dalam sikap sehari-hari ya mungkin ya? Enggak? Dalam apa? In an academic text or in academic text, ya. Coba How many words
How many words
are there
How many words are there?
that
Yeah. How many words are there? Yes.
frequently that yang ya which frequently found ditemukan di Indonesia ya in academic text.
In academic text.
Ya, coba dia membuat kalimat yang sedikit apa namanya ya, kalimat yang lebih complicated kan. Ya, seperti itu ya. Coba.
How many words? How many words that? How many words that program in? How many words? How many words that program frequent in found in academic text?
Nobody knows actually. I don't know. I think we need a research. We need to conduct a research to find out or what words that frequently found in academic text. Nggak bisa apa. Terus kalau nggak ada yang tahu, gimana? Coba. Kamu ajarkan apa di sini?
Strategi for building a powerful.
Strategy.
For building a powerful.
Okay, powerful vocabulary. Okay, yes. Apa strateginya? Tell us the strategy. And what strategy? Yeah, to build. Yeah, to build powerful vocabulary. Yes. What?
The first is check your knowledge of the word used must frequently in English. Check your knowledge of
Your knowledge. Terus?
check your knowledge of the word used must in frequently in English.
Used. Frequently used. Frequently used. Used. Yes.
Check your knowledge.
Karena kesulitan ya kalau soal bikin kalimat yang panjang itu. Makanya kita belajar dari kalimat writing membuat kalimat kompleks namanya complex sentence. Jadi jangan kayak I go to school aja. Tapi ketika dia suka that, which, kemudian pakai main clause and adjective clause dan segala macamnya kan, udah belajar belum ya? Tes semester udah 3. Apa? Nggak perlu belajar. Kalau perhatiannya membaca bisa ya Pak. Terus
The second, focus on the words used in academic text. In academic text, there are 570 words. And 3, use the dictionary effectively. A dictionary provides
provide, menyediakan ya. Provide.
A dictionary provides a great deal of the other information about a word. It tells you the parts of speech. How to
explanation.
I hope you enjoyed my explanation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, nggak apa-apa. Tampil berani tampil sudah pernah berbicara dengan bahasa Inggris di depan orang banyak. Gitu ya. Have you ever spoken your English in front of an audience of many people? Yes, I have. Ya pernah mungkin ya. Untuk bangun rasa self confidence-nya. Apa itu self confidence? Percaya diri. From time to time you have to improve your English. So in turn, pada gilirannya, you be standing in front of many people confidently with strong self-confidence. If you never try, you don't know, how you feel standing in front of people. Bagaimana rasanya ya? Everybody feel anxious, nervous. Itu sudah lumrah ya. For the first time, ada pepatah Indonesia, wise words from Indonesia, Allah bisa. Siapa yang tahu? Allah bisa karena biasa. Allah bisa karena biasa. Coba cek di Google itu ada. Karena belajar bahasa Indonesia nggak ngajarin pepatah-pepatah ya, gitu ya. Ada. Peribahasa dikit. Perbedaan Minangkabau aja, lu bahasa Indonesia di Minangkabau ini luar biasa. Apa kaji bilang pasar jalan di kampung. Tahu kamu itu? Apa kaji? Pasar jalan. Pasar itu bukan pasar ya. Jadi kan setiap kali kita lewat itu kan jalannya sudah bukan itu namanya pasar jalannya. Sudah terbentuk ya jalan. Bentuknya sudah mati itu namanya pasar. Pasar jalan itu buat kampung. Kalau nggak tentu ada bentuk jalannya. Apa kaji kan hafal, jadi sama baca hafal ya. Hafal kaji pelajaran gede bang. Dua orang lagi itu penting itu pasar jalan, gede batang buah. Coba ulangi. Apa kaji? Bahasa Indonesianya Allah bisa karena biasa. Allah itu kalah maksudnya, kalah bisa. Ya, karena dia bisa karena biasa. Sebenarnya nggak bisa, saya biasa sendiri. Masak pertama kali ya pasti nggak enak. Kalau susu mana rendang sekarang mungkin nggak ada rasa apa aja ya. Coba lagi. Terbiasa, ya enak. Oke, nggak apa-apa. Kita lanjutkan. Coba bangun percaya diri ya. Saya tidak akan marah kalau salah atau semuanya. Kamu gak ini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Morning.
How are you today?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm good, thank you. Now I'm going to tell you how to speak English clearly. There are three ways, namely the first is unconscious knowledge. The unconscious knowledge is the ability to do something without conscious thought. It's the ability to perform tasks automatically. Unconscious knowledge is automatic. To use the knowledge, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to focus on it. When if you want to say something, you can just say it. Here are some examples. The first is implicit memory. can be triggered unconsciously. We might feel is a certain way about a situation without understanding why, as well as experiences. The fourth is social cues.
Social
Cues.
cues, okay.
We often pick up social cues unconsciously, such as body language or facial expression. This helps us navigate social interactions smoothly. And the third example is priming. This occurs when exposure to one stimulus influences respond other stimulus. For example, if you want to show the word red before we ask the name of food, we are likely to say apple or strawberry. And the second way is listening. Listening is a very popular method to learning English.
Jangan ulang lagi, jangan terlalu cepat. Listening is what?
Listening is a very popular method to learn English.
Okay, very, bukan berry, kalau berry dengan very.
Very.
Blueberry, berry dengan very beda nggak? Kedengarannya very, berry, beda kan? Very, listening is a very popular, okay, is a very popular.
Listening is a very popular.
Nggak perlu is very popular, nggak perlu cepat-cepat. You know, listening is a very popular, a very popular.
Listening is a very popular
Method. Yes, ulang lagi.
Listening is a very popular method.
Bukan very, very.
Very.
Coba FV. Ferry itu kapal ferry ya. Ferry, ini very. Ada kita di dulu bacanya very. V. Berkata nggak? Iya, iya benar. Kalau F berkata nggak? Oke.
Tips for effective listening is the first is choose appropriate materials. Listen to the materials that are at your levels and interesting to you. The second is active listening. Pay attention to the speakers and take notes and try to understand the main points. The third is repeat and repeat. Repeat what you hear to practice your pronunciation and improve your memory. The last is watch movies and TV shows. This is a fun way to learn English and practice listening. And the last way is imitation technique. Imitation technique is a learning technique that involves copying the words, action, or facial expression of other persons. To get started, you can find a video or audio from a native speaker. Try to find material where the speaker doesn't speak too fast.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Okay.
Okay. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Next.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you today?
Good. Thank you. You.
I'm fine, thank you. Today, I'm going to tell you about 10 popular English slang words for English learner you should know. Including number one is flex. Flex, the means is show off or one's achievements, position or skill. For example, the person like, hi, I just bought iPhone 16 yesterday. What do you think? It's cool, right? Like this is person like, if that is flex. Flex is Indonesian pamer. Pamer.
Sorry.
Flex, pamer.
Oh, flexing. Okay.
And number two, have a fire. Fire the means used to describe something as excellent, amazing, or highly impressive. For example, sentence is, wow, the view is fire. Wow, the building is fire. That is amazing. Like this.
The building is what? The building is
Fire. And fire is the means is amazing.
fire.
Fire.
Oh.
Slang and
Oh, slang. Slang. Okay. Oh, you're teaching slang.
yeah.
Okay.
Number three have fam. Fam means fam the short for family or close friend. Close friend used to a group people are close with. You can use your friend. Your friend is, hi friend, how are you? You can use friend. How is the friend? Like this. And number four, number four, flaky. Flaky, the means is describe someone who is unreliable, often canceling plans, or not following through on commitments. Like he had a purpose assessment, but he didn't come. He has a main reason. Because he didn't come. I'm sorry guys, I cannot join the assessment group because I'm sick. I have monkey like others. And number five, have a fading. Fading means to be intoxicated or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Faded is like person like he drunk. After he drunk, he cannot control himself. Okay. Number six, have a fast plane. Fast plane, the means is to fall forward and land fast, force on the ground. Like example, you and your friend are running together and you fall in the ground, and that's a fast plane. And number seven, have a flop. Flop, the phrase used to describe something that is a conflict, failure, or disappointment.
Fail.
Flop.
But failure. how do you spell that?
F-A-I-L-U-R.
Failure.
Failure.
Failure. Kegagalan maksudnya. Failure. Ya, pastikan ya, saya pastikan kalau if you mispronounce the words, kalau saja jika if I don't understand, it means you mispronounce the words. Ya, pasti kamu salah, apa itu salah pronunciation ya. Kalau saya tidak mengerti kalimat Anda pasti ada salah. It's hard for me to understand. There must be something wrong with the sentence or with your pronunciation. Okay, come on.
Number 8.
Pernah dengar saya?
Number 8 have fears. Fears.
Ya.
The word is
Pardon me?
used to describe someone
Apa, sir?
something as bold,
Speaking.
or powerful. For example, wow, super is fierce. And number 9 have a flexion. 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 The meaning is similar, but
Similar,
similar to flex.
similar to atau with? Similar with atau similar to? Coba cek, coba kamu cek. Kalau familiar, familiar to or familiar with? Nah, coba kamu cek. Itu sering itu pemakai preposition penting. Seperti kata orang sering mengatakan discuss, let's discuss about bla bla bla. Dalam bahasa Inggris nggak ada discuss about. Discuss langsung. Let's discuss the history of Indonesia, ya kan? Mari kita atau let's discuss the latest political station in Indonesia. Tidak ada let's discuss about. Seperti itu ya. Paham ya? Familiar apa? Familiar to. Kalau similar, familiar. Nah, terutama ya kan kamu tahu nanti sama liar barangnya. Kok similar to, kok familiar with, ya? Okay.
So flexion is similar to flex, but often used to describe someone who is or pretending to be someone which they are not. For example, flexion is he drive Lamborghini. Yeah, he drive Lamborghini and like, hey guys, what do you think my car? It's cool, right? But not his.
Okay.
But not his. That is
Belongs to someone else. Belongs to his friend, belongs to his boss or something. Yeah.
That's the flexion. And the last is have a fronting. Fronting is similar to acting. Used to describe someone who is putting up a false or trying to deceive others. And that's all for me. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, I have a story about flexing. You want to hear? You want to know that? Let me tell you a story, a short story about flexing. I have an experience now about flexing. You want to know? Yes. You want me to tell you? Okay. Dulu ya ada seseorang yang bersama mobil CR-V tahun berapa ya? Tahun 2005. Dan the first CR-V itu dibelinya tahun 2010-an. Itu sekitar 5 tahun. Nah, ketika dia bertemu saya di depan in front of a restaurant, dia sering sama makan ya. Dia keluar, dia langsung beli mobilnya. Saya, he just wanted to show me that he's just bought a new car, a new CR-V. Ya, CR-V tua. Yang saya juga punya CR-V yang baru begitu. I just bought a new CR-V. It's a black CR-V. Oh enggak, anak-anak belum tahu ya. Pertama ke sini, masuk ke sini 10 tahun lalu sudah siap hitam, biasa jual. Dan saya juga keluar, dia langsung menuju ke mobilnya. Kemudian saya menuju ke mobil saya. Ternyata dia punya Syafinya tahun 2005, saya belinya baru. Saya nampak wajahnya, dari ekspresi wajahnya kecewa, disappointed because he failed. Dia gagal menunjukkan. Rekan bisnis saya, dulunya rekan bisnis setelah itu pisah ya, nggak jadi. Jadi flexing ini nggak bagus ya. Apalagi yang kita flexkan bukan belongs to us, belong to someone else, belong to your boss. Kadang-kadang a driver, because he just to show off, he just wants to show off. Mungkin dia wants to approach a girl or something. Ya, pinjam, he borrowed his boss car. Ya, he drives a Lamborghini nggak ada di Indonesia. Sumatera nggak ada, belum pernah saya lihat. I've never seen Lamborghini driven in Sumatera. Even di Jakarta saya belum pernah melihat wujud asli Lamborghini. Saya pernah melihat Ferrari. Ferrari pernah. Lamborghini belum. Ya, fleksibel. Kita coba pajarnya. Hidup apa adanya, apa yang kita miliki, itulah yang hidup itulah seadanya, bukan seadanya, sewajarnya, senatural-naturalnya. Kalau kita mampu beli Mercy ya, tapi enggak juga sebenarnya. Kalau saya mampu beli Alphard, apakah saya harus ke kampus bawa Alphard? Enggak. Kalau saya masih kuat pakai motor itu, saya bikin pakai motor. Inilah yang agak mahal, NMAX ya. NMAX kan terus saya iri sekali dengan orang naik NMAX. Tapi saya mulai penakut, rasa-rasa takut saya bawa motor itu sekarang. Apa ada dari panjang ke sini lebih cepat naik motor daripada mobil. Saya selalu terlambat karena bukan saya sengaja terlambat. Tadi seperti saya berangkat dari awal dan I left home early, tapi tiba-tiba aja truk besar yang rusak. Jalannya nggak bisa, harus ada dia dulu bongkar itu, harus sini dulu. Setelah ini apa? Itu lagi baru kita bisa lewatkan. Tetap aja terlambat. Terlambatnya paling tidak ya 5-10 menit, bisa 15 menit, 15 menit. Tapi kalau ada motor, bisa masuk. Saya nggak berani lagi, enggak. Begitu. Jadi walaupun kita mampu, sebenarnya itu kamu yang sukses nanti dalam kehidupannya, siapa tahu jadi orang kaya, nggak perlu fleksi menunjukkan kekayaan. Ya. Orang belum tentu bahagia melihat kamu berhasil dari segi materi itu, atau apapun lah keberhasilan Anda, nggak perlu di show apa nih ya. Oh ini baru pergi kemana ya? Biasa saya lihat di media sosial, pergi jalan-jalan ke luar negeri, syuting seperti itu. Itu belum tentu orang senang, malah bermusuh. Orang yang iri diri itu dimiliki oleh semua orang. Ada yang bisa mengontrolnya, yang belum tidak bisa mengontrolnya, dia akan melakukan suatu tindakan yang bisa mencelakakan kita, menjabut bisnis kita dan semacamnya. Jadi nikmati hidup itu dalam sederhana, natural, sangat alamiah. Bagaimana kita bisa menjelaskannya? In natural way, cara yang natural. Belum mau makan siang kamu di hotel yang bagus begini dia Pak. Apa yang saya tahu saya hotel. Makan di hotel ini, makan malam di sini tak perlu itu. Kalau mau foto alam dikeluarkan di sana, di alam tak salah. Ya, itu pelajaran hidup itu tidak rasanya saya pelajaran. Kalau perlu kita agak di bawah daripada orang Afrika di sini. Ada kawan-kawan kita yang menampakkan nantinya kamu di usia 40 itu akan kakak sekali. Kalau kamu tuh yang sudah sukses, suami sudah kerja di sini, kerja di sini punya perusahaan, dia akan rata-rata akan show off gitu. Show off. Saya dulu pertama bergabung dengan teman-teman saya, mereka reuni ya. Saya nggak tahu, mereka sudah punya HP saya pakai HP Siemens ya. Siemens, mereka belilah HP ini supaya kita berhubungan apa ya istilahnya, BBM, BBM ya, BBM. Jadi mereka sayang sama kita jadinya gitu. Kalau ada yang mau beli kan, lagi beli aja. Ya kan? Tapi kalau kita marah. Saya sudah itu pengalaman ini Bapak ya. Santai aja ya, santai. Biasa-biasa. Jadilah orang biasa, lebih nyaman hidupnya. Okay, next.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys. How are you today? Today we are going to learn about continuous. Do you know what is continuous? Present continuous is a progress at the moment of speaking or tense that use to describe an action or event if it is currently happening. I wanna give an example from the conversation between daughter and her mom. Mom, what are you doing? I'm making breakfast. I'm hungry. What is your dad doing? Dad is washing his car. What is your brother doing? He is playing with his kitten. And where is your grandma? What is she doing? He is washing the dishes. So we can conclude that present continuous is used to be and working. To be is depending on the subject. For subject I is used am. For subject you, they, we use are, and for subject she, it, we use is.
Kamu ambil foto untuk buktinya.
Ada. Form of present continuous is positive sentence is your subject plus to be plus verb in. For example, he is reading a book right now. For negative sentence is used to be subject to be plus not plus verb in. For example, he is not reading a book right now. And for interrogative sentence, we put the to be at the first plus subject verb in. For example, is she reading a book right now? And the time signal for present continuous is at present.
Time signal. Time. Macam time. Time signal. Coba seperti kamu coba seperti orang dulu misalnya. Walaupun nanti tidak akan bisa 100%, tapi kita berlatih. Kalau macam time itu kan time. Time signal. Time signal. Ya. Tidak ada T, dalam bahasa Inggris tidak ada. Yang ada itu T. Coba T. Ya. Pen tidak ada P yang P. Ya. Pen. Tidak ada pen. Borrow me your pen please. Tidak ada pen. Excuse me, could you borrow me your pen please? Borrow your pen please. Pen. Ya. Dan latih dari sekarang. Allah bisa. Karena biasa.
So the time signal for the present continuous is at present, this morning, this afternoon, right
Coba,
now.
tidak ada present. Coba P itu bahasa Inggrisnya apa? Coba angkat kertas. Coba kau bilang, itu bahasa Inggris. Mana ngetes itu gini. Coba, benar P. Coba, present. Kalau ini present. Ada nggak berkali? Present. Simple present. Bukan
At present, this morning, this afternoon, right now, and now. That's all about me. Do you have
all. Okay, that's all from me.
That's all from me.
Okay.
Okay, that's all from me. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions? Gini namanya. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions?
Bukan questions. Coba questions.
Questions.
Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions?
Okay.
Okay, that's all
Coba
from
bukan okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. See you next week then. Yeah. See you next week then. Bye bye.
Okay, see you next week.
Then itu kalau begitu artinya bukan. See you next week then. Bye bye. Gitu.
Okay, see you next week then. Bye bye.
Ya, begitu. Karena kamu malu memang seperti itu. Kamu kan belajar bahasa siapa ya? Bahasa kamu atau bahasa orang bule? Bahasa orang Inggris atau orang lain? Orang Inggris ya, orang Australia, orang Amerika. Nggak ada kan? Oke, see you next week then. Nggak ada orang Australia. Dia kalau paling bunyinya sekarang dulu, kan? Okay, guys, okay, kids, okay, students. Thank you. Oh, did you enjoy my class? Did you enjoy my class? Pertanyaan, did you enjoy my class? Yes. Thank you very much. Ya, ekspresinya seperti itu ya. Did you enjoy? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for enjoying my class. Okay, see you next week then. Nah, seperti itu. Iya. Ya, coba kamu berlatih seperti itu. Ya, mbak malu-malu. Kasih. Saya paling malas dengan orang seperti itu. Kamu belajar bahasa Inggris bukan belajar ece-ece ya. Harus tirukan ya. Coba, silakan dulu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dalam konteks bahasa Inggris, Assalamualaikum nggak terlalu perlu sebenarnya. Dalam konteks bahasa Inggris ya, kalau Anda berbicara di depan orang Inggris, kira rata-rata mereka bukan Islam ya. Di dalam konteks kita, oke, nggak salah ya. Jadi seperti itu. Jangan kamu merasa malu menirukan berbahasa Inggris. Hello. Jangan hello. Nah, kalau hello, agak malu kita. Kok hello? Memang begitu pronunciation-nya. Hello. Hi. Hello. How are you? How old are you? What's your name? Coba kamu menanyakan nama. Coba tanyakan. Begini what's your name kepada saya. Gimana? Coba. Tidak ada orang bisa what's your name ya. Ya, kamu juri di English Got Talent, What's your name? Hello. What's your name? Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Indonesia. How old are you? I'm 16. I'm 17 years old now. I'm turning 18 years old next year. Itu bahasa Inggris itu, ya. Berlatih. Hello. Excuse me. Could you please tell me? I just want to go to the toilet. Where's the toilet, please? Yeah. Begitu dia iramanya. Excuse me. Ya, berlatih ya. Kamu awak lagi kecil. Bicara boleh, cara Turki. Ya, latihan ya. Berlatih jangan malu. Kamu juga depan. How are you? Hello guys. How are you? Good, thank you.
Hey guys, today we will talk about modal verb. Modal verb are everyday verb, including can, could,
should.
Tidak ada must bahasa Inggris. Must. Pakai C berarti must. Must go now.
Must.
Must.
So, should.
Must itu ada tuh. Kalau
And would. After modal verb, must be followed by verb one. Formate a sentence and not after modal verb and for interval sentence, move modal verb to the form of the sentence. For example, can. Juno can speak English. For example, could. Could you help me? For example, may I borrow your money? For example, you must study law. For example, shall be good now. For example, you should try the new restaurant. For example, Gina will come here next week. For example, would you like some help? Okay, guys, any questions? No? So, do you understand? Okay, that's all from me. I hope you enjoy it.
nggak masalah. Bagi saya juga dengan sama ini. Speakingnya.
Okay, morning, guys.
Morning. How are you?
Good.
Thanks. How about you? Fine. Okay, today,
Nggak ada guru dan how are you? Good, thank you, and you? I'm fine. Coba gini. Oh, I'm fine too.
today,
Too expressive ya. Bentar saya menjaga ekspresif. Kamu siapa yang tadi bicara tentang facial expression tadi siapa? Tentang facial expression. Oke, kamu siapa? Facial expression. Jadi ketika kita menunjukkan facial expression yang happy, yang hangat, warm personality ya, warm, itu siswa akan terimbas. Ya, siswa-siswamu akan terimbas karena okay, good. How are you? I'm good. And you? Good. Yeah. Hi guys. Hello students. How are you? Oh, wow. Good. I'm good. Fine. Thank you. And you? Oh, I'm good too. I'm good too. Coba. I'm good too.
I'm good too.
Nah. Jangan buat kamu merasa lucu seperti itu bahasa Inggris. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to teach you the real English, not Indonesian English. I don't want to teach you Indonesian English. Okay? I want you to speak English. I'm sure, but I believe that nobody, that if you never live in English speaking country, nobody will speak like native speaker. Nobody. 100%. But 95%, I'm sure that you can if you practice every day. Okay?
Hello guys, good morning. How are you guys? I'm fine too. Today I would like to tell you about vocabulary building. There are 5 strategies for building a powerful vocabulary. The first one is check your knowledge of the words used most frequently in English. And second one is focus on the words used in academic text.
Because of tergantung. Because kalau because saja, because itu kalimat yang menerangkan because, or I would say because I didn't come here yesterday because I of itu digunakan noun, contoh noun phrase. Because of the academic what we call that surroundings, yeah.
Because of we are in
to a part of speech. So guys, could you please tell me what are type of a part of speech? Mary, can you tell me?
Pronoun,
Pronouns, adjective,
verb,
verb,
adverb,
adverb,
adjective,
adjective,
conjunction, preposition, interjection. Wow, amazing. This is interjection.
Thank you, Mary. And dictionary provides how to pronounce it and how it's divided into syllables. And next, keep a vocabulary notebook. When you encounter new words, write them in a notebook that you use only for vocabulary and not for other courses. A small notebook is preferable so you can carry it around with you. Notebook will help you study vocabulary more effectively. And there are 3 how to recognize and use the notebook. The first one is decide on a method for putting words in order. And the second one is use 2 pages in the notebook. And the last one is check your knowledge of the word by covering one of the pages and trying to remember the information on the other. And the last strategy is use study cards. Study cards can help you review words and make them part of your permanent vocabulary. When you have made a set of cards, carry them with you and test yourself on them. Do you have a question about this material, guys? No. That's all for me. I hope you are enjoying I hope you enjoyed with my explanation and thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Kamu bisa ya, pronunciation udah oke, lumayan oke. Cuma ekspresinya ditingkatkan. Bahasa ingin boleh tahu ekspresinya yang warm, yang hangat. Okay guys. Kalau kamu confirm ya, kamu tanyakan, did you enjoy my class? Ada ketika kata, did you enjoy my class? Did you enjoy my class? Did you enjoy my class?
Did you enjoy my class?
Yes.
Okay.
Coba saya tanyakan. Did you enjoy my class?
Yes.
What? Did you enjoy my class?
Yes.
Beda nggak responnya? Ya. Kalau respon itu namanya semua akibatnya kausalitas ya. Kalau actionnya begini, responnya kayak begini. Kalau ada kan I love you, Anda bilang sama surat I love you, ya I love you. Kira-kira jawabannya gimana kan? Oh she love you, you too. Nah itu dijawab ya. Oke, dia tingkatkan lagi menjadi apanya energetik. Energinya ya, energetiknya, semangatnya. Kemudian ciptakan warm hubungan, warm interaction between you and your students, because you're teaching your students, right? Okay, mereka your students, they are humans. Mereka kalau ada yang sesuatu kelas yang sukses itu adalah ketika di dalam kelas itu ada happiness, there is happiness in the classroom. So the interaction between you and your students, and between students, or an interaction between all class community, masyarakat kelas, itu warm. Itu warm, bukan cancing ya, hangat, warm. Jadi seorang guru yang sudah itu, dia punya kepribadian yang hangat atau warm personality. Apa namanya? Warm personality. Bapak kok nggak warm personality lagi sekarang Pak? Ya sekarang energinya saya kurang, I'm afraid. Saya kalau berdiri di tempat tulis saya sekarang takut pusing ya. Karena I'm getting older. That's not getting older, saya old. Gak terlalu old sih ya, tapi saya tidak bisa. Kalau dulu saya, let me tell you, I never stood. I never stood up when I was teaching. Ketika saya sedang mengajar, nggak pernah duduk. Saya datang ke sana, ya, saya datang nih kamu itu, saya datang ke pojok itu, listen to me, itu namanya minggu, itu minggu. Saya apa yang ditulis, saya lihat apa yang ditulis yang betul nggak? Whether your students write something atau do what you ask you to do or not. Come and approach them, come and see them. Mengajar seperti itu ya. Saya membandingkan ya, bukan sekedar apa, guru yang tamatan anak-anak yang tamatan jurusan pendidikan bahasa Inggris dibanding yang sastra Inggris di lapangan, anak yang jurusan education ini jauh lebih lincah, ngomongnya jauh lebih berbicara bahasa Inggris jauh lebih bagus. Mungkin dari segi reading atau writing kita mungkin tinggal, tapi speaking, interaction with people kita lebih unggul. Ya. Maka di sini kamu melatih diri untuk bisa orang-orang yang kepribadiannya yang inferior atau introvert, kamu berlatih di sini. Introvert jadi tidak extrovert ya, jadi normal ya. Kita sering tersenyum, berlatih tersenyum ya. Tersenyum itu gak gampang. Cuma semuanya ada tersenyum sekarang, tersenyum. Jangan tersenyum seperti ini ya. Matanya tidak tersenyum. Iya kan, ada orang yang saya membandingkan pramugari, saya baru turun dari kanvas pesawat dari luar negeri, tidak ke perusahaan Garuda Indonesia ya, yang pulang dari Bali ke Jakarta, satu dari Denpasar. Cara pramugarinya itu menyapa kita, ya kan? Hai, terima kasih telah terbang. Thank you very much for flying with us. Itu dengan matanya, dengan seluruh tubuhnya. Excuse me, I don't like. Ya. Apa yang Bapak tidak suka? Ustaz, ya. Apa yang saya tidak suka? Kalau saya ngomong, saya tidak suka. I'm not happy with that. Okay? Would you like to make me happy? Okay. Ya. Dia berbicara itu dengan tubuhnya dan dengan matanya, dengan wajahnya. Tidak ada yang bicara dengan senyum, begini senyumnya. Matanya senyum kan? Bibirnya jadi tarik begini kan? Coba berlatih tersenyum dari dalam, ya. Itu nggak gampang. Ada juga orang adalah pelatihan tersenyum juga. Karena saya pernah baca senyum bisa menjadi obat. Ya, sing tersenyum ya. Di dalam agama kita juga senyum adalah sedekah. Jadi semua ada someone berarti ada you give something good, bukan something bad ya. Next.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Yes.
I'll tell you about how to understand phrase spoken English. Many ways to understand phrase spoken English, but here I'll tell you about 6 ways or 6 tips to understand it quickly. The first one is your listening practice. Like watch or find unscripted content like reality shows, podcasts, and chat shows. This will make we more understand how them speak in their language and make we get used to familiar with the pronunciation, with the culture of them. And the second is speak with another human being can improve your English. And of course, when we practice with our friends, with families, in English or in other language, it will make we can get to use in the language too. So we can be able to speak in English if we have friends to speak with. And the third is understanding sounds. Learn that trying it with your mouth. Linking sounds is like the example is we hear there's an apple in the tree, but most of people say there's an apple in the tree. The second is him to go on a deck, but sometimes the people say him to go on, not to go on, but to go on a deck, to go on a deck, to go on a deck. Four is be prepared for the swap. Swap is vowel sounds in untranslated syllables, where the vowel doesn't produce long or short vowel sound. The example is like salad, but we pronounce it with salad. Salad. The second is a short salad. The second is burn. The word is B-U-R-N, but we call burn. We spelling it with burn. The second is girl. Next is easy, and the last one is carrot. And next is stop expecting sentences. The last one is learn common contraction or informal form of going to. Like example is going to or gonna, kinda, wanna, tryna, gimme, do not, and learn. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you understand what is this word.
I hope you understand what I have just explained. Right.
I hope you understand what I have just explained.
Okay, what I have just explained, I'm speaking with it. Okay, I hope you listen to what I've just explained.
What I've just explained.
Yes.
I
Okay, just like it, what I've just explained. I've just explained to you just now. Now I didn't know, but no, now, just now. Jadi coba belajar buka mulut, ya kan ini alat artikulasi gigi gunakan mulut, lidah, ya kan? Itu semua alat untuk dulu kalau saya belajar bahasa Inggris itu enggak harus benar-benar T sampai ada T, P, V, F, G, K, H, hour, enggak terburu-buru ya sampai. Kamu lihat membaca berita bahasa Inggris terburu-buru kan? Nah, tiru itu, ya. Dia berusaha kita berbahasa dalam mengekspresikan ya sebenarnya. Apa namanya ini terakhir ini apa istilahnya ini closing remark? Ya.
Okay, thank you so much guys for your attention, and I hope you understand what I've just explained. And have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
What I just explained yang barusan saya? Yes, wajib. Jadi kalau kita terbentur, humble ya, terbentur untuk mengatakan ini mana ya, pernah kan sering kita, saya sendiri, I myself, I still find it sometimes, sering banget menemukan untuk mengungkapkan sesuatu seperti ini agak sulitan ya. Kamu jangan terdiam di situ. Try to find another way, find another sentence, find another expressions to say the same intention, the same meaning. Okay? Not only one way to Rome. Nah, ya satu jalan ke Roma. Okay? Saya harus mengatakan, gimana mengatakannya? Kita harus berputar di situ. Silakan cari jalan lain. Find another way. Find another solution. Find another expression. Find another words. Bukan untuk mengatakan satu maksud bisa banyak kata. Dan satu kata juga bisa mengekspresikan banyak maksud. One word has a bundle meaning. So one word can express many more than one meaning. Tapi banyak expression with expressions also can express the same meaning. Ya kan? Berangkat pergi, I want to go to Jakarta tomorrow. Saya akan pergi ke Jakarta. I'm going to Jakarta tomorrow. I'm leaving for Jakarta tomorrow. Anda tidak tahu bagaimana berangkat ke bahasa Inggris. Saya pindahnya ke go. I'm going. Sama aja. Orang akan tak berhenti. What are you doing tomorrow, sir? I'm going to Jakarta. I'm leaving. Kamu tidak tahu apa sih berangkat? Nah, ya kan? Kalau berangkat, I'm leaving for. I'm leaving for Jakarta. Jadi ada banyak kata untuk menyatakan maksud yang sama, tapi juga satu kata juga bisa mengungkapkan maksud yang. Ada pernah mendengar ungkapan one word has a bundle meaning? One word has a bundle. Bundle itu bundelan, kantong ya, kantong bawa uang. Jadi kalau dulu perampok itu digambarkan bawa uang dalam bundelan gitu ya. Nah, satu kata itu punya satu buntelan arti. Jadi tidak hanya satu kata, one word tidak hanya punya satu arti, dia bisa punya banyak arti. Tapi juga sebaliknya, maksud yang untuk menyatakan banyak kata bisa juga mengungkapkan satu maksud. Paham? Oke. Jangan putus asa, pikir-pikir. Jangan lupa. Kita berdiri di depan itu harus mengalir ya, harus mengalir seperti air. Jangan air ada nggak? Air berhenti sebentar ya jalannya. Aduh, ini mana nih bro? Itu kan dia berhenti, ada? Air berhenti kan ya? Enggak, dia tak pernah berhenti ya. Dia mengalir ya, arah ke kiri dia mencari jalannya ini. Kan mencari jalan. Di ujung-ujungnya sampai di mana air? Ujung-ujungnya. Terakhir perjalanan air sampai kemana? Air perjalanan terakhir sampai mana? Di muara. Sampai mana? Sampai muara ya, ke kiri, ke kanan. Kalaupun kalian terbentur, nggak bisa jalan, akhirnya masuk dia dalam katakanlah terkurung gitu ya, terkurung di pinggir sungai, nggak bisa kemana-mana, dia tetap akan mencari jalannya ke muara. Gimana caranya? Dengan menggunakan badannya ketika matahari datang, menguap dia di bawah kayak awan kan. Akhirnya turun jadi hujan, sampai juga dia di muara. Paham? Nah, itu mengajar seperti itu, mengalir seperti air. Kalau kita terbentur di sini nggak bisa alihkan, ya, jangan stuck. Jangan apa? Stuck. Bahasa Inggris STUCK. Stuck. Okay, one more. Komentar saya itu kamu perhatikan ya. Setiap kali kamu penampilan saya beri say some comments. Perhatikan. Peribahasa yang saya sampaikan tadi itu apa? Apa peribahasa yang saya ajarin tadi? Kira-kira apa lagi?
Allah biasa bisa sama biasa.
Pahami, jadikan, amalkan.
The simple future tense used to express
Auxiliary. Coba semuanya auxiliary.
Auxiliary.
Bukan auxiliary, auxiliary saja. Kalau permata maksudnya apa? Diamond. Kalau perhiasan. Bacanya jewelry. Jewelry. Bacanya jewelry. Jewelry. Auxiliary. Auxiliary. Persiapan itu lebih daripada separuh keberhasilan. Setiap proyek, rencana dan persiapan itu lebih dari separuh kesuksesan kita. Oke? Berikutnya siapa lagi yang belum di sana? Kamu tidak saya suruh minggu depan pas langsung tampil ya. Yang telah kamu pilih satu topik, tidak mengajar untuk menceritakan, berbicara di depan yang menurut menarik untuk kamu sampaikan. Tapi kita informasi yang berguna. So you're going to share with the class. You're going to be sharing with the class the important information with the class. Okay, it's up to you. You're free to choose, the topic that you like best. You understand that? Yes. Apa itu? Putih? Ya. What have they said? Yes. Okay.